Hello everybody, my name is Retroliser and welcome back to Emergency 1 Fighters for Life, where, well actually let's have a look. There's a Formula 1 race going on at the Hockenberg Ring. First, completely clear the race course. Secure the course by posting firemen with extinguishers at the most dangerous points. You have only 15 minutes to get this done, since the TV stations are impatiently waiting for the race to start. The time you have remaining is displayed in the upper left-hand part of the monitor. When you are finished securing the area, report this to the guys in the start tower. There must be no one on the track when the race starts. During the race, make sure that all accidents are quickly cleared up and that any injured persons are promptly given first aid and transported from the scene. Make sure there are no driver fatalities. Note that rescue units cannot get onto the race grounds. Alright, well, if that's the case, then let's see what we've got. Oh my god. One, and then anybody else here just sort of poncing about? Two people are just sat on the bloody road, well, the racetrack. Not to worry. Let's see. Ooh, supply truck. Definitely get one of these. Firefighters. After all, we'll need Jaws of Life just in case anybody gets stuck inside one of the vehicles. And then, County Base should have what we need. Yes, a pumper. Along with a couple of firefighters. Have a second one just in case. And then, obviously, have an ambulance along with a doctor. Just need to remember where they are. Ah, yes, there he is. And a second one just in case. Because what we need is emergency doctors more than we do orderlies. Now, what next? Yes, we'll have a flatbed. Aha! They've just arrived. Right, first things first, get ourselves onto the scene. Now, if I'm not mistaken... There we go. Right, let's get moving. First things first, get onto the racetrack.
You're on our way.
We also need to... tyres. So we're going to need to remove them. In fact, let's follow the actual racetrack and see what we get. So, 2 tyres over there. So far nothing, but then there's the 2 plebs just sat, you know, like lemons. What else have we got? Another tyre. Another 3 tyres. And then that's clear. Is there any other part of the racetrack we need to be aware of? Okay, that's also clear.
Unit on the scene.
Aha, there we go.
Copy. You're on our way.
Now,
Unit on the scene.
get them onto the site as well.
You're on our way.
Now, supply truck, first things first. Have them quickly move those tyres out of the way.
Unit on the scene. You're on our way.
Perfect.
Yeah. Understood.
Damn right you should understand. How hard can it be to remove 2 tyres?
Copy.
You park up here.
Unit on the scene.
Ah, couple more on the scene. Excellent.
Copy. You're on our way.
Now, chances are, yep, there's our flatbed.
Copy.
Alright.
You're on our way.
Now, let's see.
On our way. Copy. On our way.
Plonk that down. Perfect. Now, get back inside your vehicle.
Copy. Understood.
Because we still have much to do and not much time to do it.
Understood.
Meanwhile, the advice said to
Okay.
get some extinguishers, so without further ado, let's do exactly that.
Yeah.
Extinguisher and extinguisher,
Okay.
please. Thank you. Now, if I'm not mistaken. Aha.
Copy.
Now, this chap can quickly head on over to the other side of the racetrack. Because, as they said, we need to be ready for any form of
You're on our
disturbance. And so, the most prominent being a crash. Especially in a motorsport as dangerous as this. Now, let's see. Those tyres have been moved, so, without further ado, get the supply truck over to these two chaps and get them off the racetrack.
You're on our way.
As for the, what am I thinking of? In fact, I wonder if there's a setting that makes the scroll speed faster. There we go. Ah, that's much better.
Yes, Chief.
Quickly grab a rescue ambulance and have it transport itself over to the other side to accompany the pumper.
You're on our way.
And then
Copy. Okay.
get rid of this chap.
Copy. Yeah. On our way.
Personally, I'd arrest him, but
Copy.
I haven't bothered to bring over any police officers, so I'll just make do with moving them off the track.
Understood. Copy. Copy.
Good work.
Copy.
Yes, release him. He shouldn't move from there.
Understood.
We hope. Now, where did I leave that tow truck?
Copy. You're on our way. Yeah. Yeah. On our way. Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
Copy.
Now, flatbed. Have it over here. In a sort of central location so that it can respond to either side.
You're on our way.
Yeah, there's a good spot. Now, where did I put that supply truck? There it is.
Copy.
Quickly hop on over
On our
here.
way.
Get rid of our annoying onlooker. God, some people. Meanwhile, why isn't there some sort of security personnel around here, you know? Shouldn't there be, perhaps,
You're on our
some,
way. Okay.
you know, security guards who can remove him from the premises?
Yeah.
Instead, we're getting the fire service to do menial
Copy.
security. What kind of nonsense is
On
this?
our way.
The Germans do so much.
Copy.
Now,
Understood.
get him behind the
Copy. On our way.
safety barrier. Put down that tyre and get back into the truck.
Understood.
Since as soon as that's done, we need to go and move those 3 tyres that are down here. There they are. Alright,
Copy.
release the stupid Mong.
Copy. You're on our way. Copy.
So far so good. In a perfect world, there won't be an accident, and everything will be just fine and dandy. Now,
You're on our way.
so, first things first. How do I actually start the race? Do I wait for it? Let's have a look at the hints. Make sure that all dangerous objects are removed from the racetrack before the start of the race. Any individuals standing on the racetrack will prevent the race from starting. You must report the completion of all race preparations at the start time clock, which is displayed in the upper left-hand part of the monitor. Do this by sending a unit to the start tower located below the starting area. In order to take care of any accidents which occur during the race, a flatbed transport vehicle has been provided for you on the race grounds. Oh, well, alright then. Still, I assume this tower here is, the start tower in question? Only one way to find out, and that's to,
Okay.
start the race, or at least attempt to start the race.
On our way.
Meanwhile, look at these chaps just ambling their way through their work.
On our way. Copy. On our way.
Pop your tyres over here.
Copy.
Good work. Glorious.
On our way.
And then swiftly pop that down as well.
On our way.
Alright,
Copy. On our
next,
way.
get back into the truck.
Understood.
We need to go and head over to the start tower and begin this thing.
Understood.
I hope things go well, because if so, it'll be an easy job. But, knowing my luck, it's going to end in total disaster.
You're on our way.
So, without further ado, wait for the fire service to head on over and we'll report the successful completion of what they could have done. Although,
Copy.
get into that vehicle.
Yeah. Understood.
Because as soon as an accident occurs, we can't have you pissing about getting back into the truck. In fact, the same goes for these chaps over here, who, if I'm not mistaken, have yet to get themselves fire extinguishers. So,
Yeah. On our way.
without further ado,
Okay.
get yourself a fire extinguisher. Post haste. Excellent.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
And him.
Okay.
Perfect.
Understood.
Alright, they're in. And by this time, one would hope that the supply truck has arrived. Or disappeared completely. Huh. Well, it must be here somewhere. How the hell do you lose a full-sized fire appliance? Is this it?
Copy.
Yes, it bloody well is. It's taking the scenic route, it seems. Not to worry, though. We're almost there. One would hope. Just a little bit more.
You're on our way.
You're damn straight you're on your way. You're taking your sweet-ass time about it as well.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Get the rest back inside.
Understood. Yeah. Understood.
We only need one for this. Aha! Alright, let's do this thing.
Roger.
Well, that's bad. Let's get moving. Quickly.
Copy.
Get the pumper over there immediately. That fire needs to be put out. Bring over the ambulances and bring over everybody.
We're on our way.
Christ, what a disaster. You had one job, and that was to finish this race without causing a serious accident. But look what you've fucking done.
Copy.
Right, get yourself inside. Bloody hell.
Copy.
One fucking job. Alright, are they on the scene? They damn well are.
You're on our way. Copy. Okay.
Now quickly, get that fire under control immediately.
On our way. Yeah. Understood. Yeah. Understood.
And then,
We're on our way.
get the rescue ambulance over there and have a check for this chap.
Yeah. Understood.
After all, the last thing we need is to have anybody die on us today. Now, there should be... Yep, there's our rescue ambulance. The supply truck. That's the one that hasn't been told to head on over to the scene.
Copy.
Go, go, go! We need to get the supply truck over there so that we can investigate whether there's anybody else inside these wrecks.
Yes, Chief.
Right.
On our way. Copy. You're on our way.
Might want to move this wreck out of the way. Alright. Just dump it over there for now. We'll bring in some more tow trucks later.
Yeah.
How's he doing, Doc? Oh, he's doing fine.
On our way. Understood.
Where the hell's the other one?
Copy. You're on our way. Copy.
Right, get him into the ambulance. Meanwhile, where's that fucking supply truck?
Copy.
Come on, go! Quick!
You're on our way.
We need to go and crack open these cars.
Copy.
Swiftly. Alright, second emergency doctor is on the scene. Now, get yourself the jaws of life. Or should I just say metal cutters?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On our way.
Alright.
Understood. Yeah.
Crack these open.
Understood. Copy.
Perfect.
Copy.
And then,
Away.
quickly begin treating them.
Understood. Copy. On our way. Yeah.
Excellent.
Understood.
Now, how are they? Ooh. This one was on fire. Oh, good lord.
Yes, Chief. We're on our way. Yeah.
Right, first things first.
Understood.
Swiftly evacuate these two. We can then focus solely on this chap who was actually on fire for a little while.
Understood. Yeah. Understood.
Bloody hell.
Yes, Chief.
It could have gone a lot worse.
We're on our way.
Now, get going. How's he doing, Doc? Not good at all.
Yeah. Understood.
However,
On our way.
that
Understood.
looks like a job well done.
Copy. Understood. Copy. Understood.
Doesn't need them, so let's see now. Quickly move the pumper over,
Yeah.
and then get inside.
Understood. Yeah.
Right, still not quite ready to get him out of here. However,
You're on our way. Copy.
we are pretty much clear for now, to my knowledge.
You're on our way.
Just move them out of the way.
Copy. You're on our way.
As for these,
Copy. We're on our way.
get them out of the way.
We're on our way.
In fact, let's have a quick look at the hints and see what's changed. First, put out the burning wreck with a fire extinguisher and use the metal cutters to free the injured drivers from their cars. Already done that. Take care of the injured and transport them from the scene. Then get the wrecks off the track. You don't need to haul the wrecks away. Just get them away from the racetrack. Oh, fair enough. The mission is over when all rescue units and vehicles are off the track. Alright, well, that's easy enough. I'll use the flatbed to go and move these chaps, well, these cars off the track.
We're on our way.
How's he doing?
Copy.
Oh, he should be good enough.
On our way. Understood. Copy. Yes, Chief. Copy. We're on our way.
Alright, and then quickly move this off the track.
Yeah. Understood. Copy. We're on our way.
Easy enough.
We're on our way.
And then
Copy. On our way.
remove this wreck as well.
We're on our way.
Excellent.
We're on our way. We're on our way.
And then
Copy.
get this chap to a hospital as swiftly as possible.
Copy. We're on our way. We're on our way.
Glorious.
We're on our way.
Well, that was easy enough. And now they're going to be heading to hospitals. Hospitable. Or in the words of Private Baldrick, hostiple. His father went into one, but when he came out, he was dead. The only problem was that he was dead when he went inside the building in the first place. Well, that's a job well done. I hope to Christ that this will teach these motorsport drivers that it's a very dangerous occupation, and honestly, they really shouldn't be doing it. Personally, I don't see what the appeal is in motorsports, but it's not for me to say. If people want to do this kind of thing, knock yourself out, just as long as you keep yourself safe. And legal, too. Street racing is bad. Okay? Street racing is bad. Okay? But still. Christ, you're taking your time. He'll probably be dead before you know it. Although, judging by the fact that his health has actually increased while he's been in the ambulance, he should be perfectly fine. Quite clearly, he is actually being stabilised while being transported away. So, glorious. My god, that's slow as fuck. Take your sweet ass time, it's not like he was on fire or anything. Stupid people. Still, wonder what happened to those two chaps that I moved off the track. Not a trace. So quite clearly they also weren't pissed off. And damn straight too, this is a bad place to go and hang out on racetracks. Especially since there was going to be an actual race. Regardless, hooray for us. Another assignment completed. Phew, 92%. Still, with that, it is of course time to go and end it there, for we have run out of time. But don't worry, I'll be back soon enough. But if you can't wait until then, do please check out the selection boxes on my left, or go to the channel itself. There is plenty more to be seen. Thank you very much once more for watching, and of course from me, ta-ta!